What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news, and I have to say that we have bunch of bearish news directly related to Mullen, and we have one good news that was the reason of this spike in price for about 25%. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here, when the price was right above the 35 cents price point, and I've told you that we had consecutive several sessions of downtrend, and definitely we are on the bear side of the market, and definitely this asset is not the best choice to enter your long position. And right after I made my previous video, we had this spike in price for about 24% during just one session, and the next session it fell down even lower than it was previously. So we broke the 35 cents price point, and for now we are hovering at roughly 34 cents. And this movement to the upside is nothing else but a dead cat bounce. You can Google it if you want to know what does it mean. And right now we are approaching the bottom of this price section, to the lowest point of this price section at roughly 33 cents. So what should we expect next from the technical standpoint? I will show you in just several minutes, and for now let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, let me show you why we had this spike in price with increasing volume. And definitely it was their announcement of strikingly different test drive. And we have the exact date on October 27th. It will take place in Roswell, Pasadena, California. And then on November the 10th, it will move to Las Vegas, Nevada. Definitely it might be a good news in general for Mullen Automotive, but I still stand on my position that they don't have the car that is ready to produce, to be sold to end customers. That's why this test drive, if it will happen, in my opinion, cannot drive the price of this company fundamentally. That's why we have to be very cautious. Let's continue with another news. We are on investorplace.com, and I covered this news previously, but we still have the October the 7th as the deadline of another potential acquisition. And I covered it that Mullen should buy an asset from Electric Last Mile Solutions, and it has to buy let me show you. Mullen is reportedly prepared to pay $55 million for the company's assets, including inventory, intellectual property rights, and its plant in rural Indiana. The company is also likely to assume $37 million in liabilities and debts, according to the reports. Mullen Automotive has already paid a $5.5 million deposit with the Securities and Exchange Commission to be applied toward the purchase of what remains of Electric Last Mile Solutions. So definitely they can buy this asset, but they will buy it only if they will further dilute existing shareholders. And I covered it in my previous video that the acquisition of Bollinger Motors was one of the acquisitions that won't drive the price and won't drive the fundamentals of Mullen higher, because it is a broke company, and Mullen doesn't have enough money to push two companies higher. That's why it is not the case of bull signal, and that's why we have to be very cautious. On top of that, let me show you this news. We are on fintel.io, and on September 23rd, David MICHERY made filings that he received an award of 9.6 million shares of Mullen, and immediately he sold about 750,000 shares for the total value of roughly $300,000. And definitely it is a bad sign, because first of all, David MICHERY is still diluting existing shareholders by 9 million shares, 9.5 million shares, and definitely it is a very huge number of shares that was added to the total float. And he sold immediately about 750,000 shares. So why in the world CEO of the company that has a lot of potential, that is acquiring new companies in order to push the price, push the fundamentals of it higher, why in the world he is consistently selling the shares that he owns, and why he's still receiving huge amount of stock-based compensation that is diluting existing shareholders? It doesn't make sense. That's why you have to be very cautious with this asset. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next? Definitely this movement to the upside and this immediate bounce to the previous price point is not a good sign from the technical standpoint, because we almost hit the lowest point of this price action, and this means when we break this previous bottom, and I have to say that for now we are, let me show you, we are not far than about 3% to its lowest point, and when this asset breaks this previous bottom, we will have even more bearish pressure to this company, because in general, let me show you, and as you can see we are on hourly time frame. If I switch to daily time frame and if I clean the chart, let me show you that this asset and this movement to the upside is nothing else, just a small spike that didn't make any changes in fundamental price action. That's why I cannot rely on this asset, and I cannot suggest this asset even from the technical standpoint, because it has more weaknesses in its price action. It broke its previous major swing low, and for now we are still forming lower lows and lower highs. And this company will be delisted from the Nasdaq, because it is violating the Nasdaq listing rules of $1, and that's why, in my opinion, we will see a potential reverse stock split, and probably this will drive the price of the company even lower. So I highly recommend you not to enter any of your position with this asset, but if I will find some kind of bullish signals, and I have to say that I found them recently right here at the beginning of September, and we caught about 27% of potential profits, and previously we caught with this movement to the upside, we caught 40% of potential profits. And definitely this asset is still quite technical, because it has quite decent support from retail community, and that's why it has quite decent volume, and the higher the volume is, the more technical patterns you can use in order to gain some profits. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap, only got